20 years ago, Joe and his wife Allie created the Safe at Home Foundation, which aims to end the cycle of violence, along with a comprehensive school program called Margaret's Place. Our Jamie Maggio sat down with them at the Mayborn Beverly Hills Hotel, where Joe explained how a self-help symposium led to the origin of their foundation.
We had a speaker that all of a sudden, got my attention, where I stood up and I'm crying my eyes out in front of total strangers around me. And it was at that point that I realized things I have sort of kept inside. The fact that I had low self-esteem, I was a nervous individual. I thought I was born this way and I wasn't proud of it. And I realized that what my dad was doing in our house really caused the issues that I was trying to keep secrets for so long. So we got to New York, we started our Safe at Home Foundation, and we just felt that if we were going to make a difference and try to end the cycle of domestic violence, that we had to do it through education.
Why was it important to establish Margaret's Place inside the school grounds?
I just felt that it was a really important place to be, because that's where children go. And if you're going to reach children, and you think about Joe's personal situation, it all happened at home, and they don't really have an advocate there for them. By being in that school, we've been able to intercept children that are being sexually abused or witnessing domestic violence. We teach them a safety plan. That's the very first thing that they're taught, and we've saved children's lives by doing that.
Violence thrives in silence, so the more we can remove that stigma and talk about how it affects people and how common it is, the easier it is for kids to get the help that they need or to support their friends.
Even students who are the people who harm, the person who harms, the bully themselves, we still want to work with those students to help them learn that there are other healthy ways to treat others. And so we want them to also know that just because they are participating in these behaviors, just because they are the person who harms, it's not too late. Violence is a choice, and anybody, any youth, any student can still learn new healthy behaviors.
I've been witness to domestic violence, and I always had all these questions, and I always had I had all these really strong feelings, but I never had anywhere to put them. And in Margaret's Place, I was able to just let them out in a space where I felt comfortable, and I felt like whatever I said, it wasn't gonna come back and something negative would happen, because I felt ashamed. It was hard for me to see all that stuff. So when we finally got there and we talked about it, it felt great, because I finally let it out after all those years.
We've had kids come through our program, and we've had like gang members would come through, and with several sessions in Margaret's Place, all of a sudden they're looking at applications for colleges. And through our Safe at Home Foundation, I was asked to be on committees for Eric Holder during the Obama administration, and it's nonstop people coming in and just letting us know, and just to hear it, and you realize at that point in time, these kids need someone to care about them. Just because they don't possess your same last name doesn't mean they're not your responsibility. And it's just important that kids know somebody cares about them.
So much bigger than baseball. Great piece, Jamie, and bravo to the Torres.